Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Egypt, there lived a powerful ruler named Pharaoh. He held the Israelites captive, forcing them into hard labor and treating them cruelly. The Israelites cried out to their God, pleading for deliverance from their suffering. In response to their cries, God sent Moses and his brother Aaron to confront Pharaoh and demand the release of the Israelites. With faith in their hearts and determination in their souls, Moses and Aaron approached Pharaoh's magnificent palace. As they made their way towards the palace, the setting sun painted the sky with vibrant hues of orange, pink, and purple. The colors seemed to mirror the intensity of the mission that lay before them. The air was filled with anticipation and a sense of divine presence. Beside them flowed the mighty Nile River, its tranquil waters reflecting the surrounding landscape. The river had always been a symbol of life and fertility in Egypt, but now it seemed to hold a different energy, as if it too sensed the impending change. A gentle breeze rustled through the palm trees that lined the path, carrying with it the sweet scent of blooming flowers. It whispered promises of freedom and hope, lifting Moses and Aaron's spirits as they prepared to face Pharaoh. Above them, a flock of birds soared through the sky, their wings outstretched as they danced on the wind. Their graceful movements seemed to symbolize the freedom that awaited the Israelites, a freedom that would soon be won. As they approached the palace walls, the sound of children's laughter echoed through the streets. It was a sound filled with innocence and joy, reminding Moses and Aaron of the future they were fighting for. It fueled their determination to bring liberation to their people. Inside the palace, Pharaoh sat upon his throne, surrounded by opulence and power. But just as Moses and Aaron entered his presence, a ray of sunlight broke through the clouds, illuminating Moses' face. It was as if a divine presence filled the room, reminding Pharaoh of the power that lay beyond his own. Outside the palace walls, a group of Israelite women had gathered. Their colorful garments billowed in the wind as they sang songs of freedom and hope. Their voices carried a strength that could not be silenced, inspiring all who heard them. And then, as a sign of God's power and the urgency of their demand, Moses raised his staff high above the Nile River. With a mighty strike, the water turned into blood, a vivid crimson color spreading throughout the river. The once life-giving waters now bore witness to the suffering of the Israelites. Pharaoh was struck with awe and fear as he witnessed this miracle. But his heart remained hardened, and he refused to release the Israelites. And so, the plagues continued to descend upon Egypt, each one more powerful than the last. But amidst the chaos and devastation, a lone flower bloomed in a crack in the stone wall. It stood tall and resilient, defying the harsh conditions surrounding it. It symbolized the beauty and strength that could be found even in the face of adversity, reminding Moses and Aaron to remain steadfast in their mission. Throughout the plagues, a rainbow stretched across the sky, a symbol of God's promise and faithfulness. It served as a beacon of hope for the weary travelers as they journeyed towards freedom. And so, with each plague, Moses and Aaron persisted in their quest to free the Israelites. The water turning into blood was just the beginning of a series of miraculous events that would ultimately lead to their liberation.